The ongoing discussion about Jonathan Kaminga's role with the Golden State Warriors is more nuanced than some are giving it credit for. Some critics seem to cherry-pick specific moments, like a missed layup or an off-balance drive, and use those to justify why he doesn't play more. This kind of analysis oversimplifies the situation and does a disservice to Kaminga's development. Jonathan Kaminga's skill set doesn't necessarily align with the Warriors' current rotation, which has been performing well. It's not about whether or not Kaminga's individual abilities are effective, but rather how those abilities fit into the team's needs. National NBA commentators and fans often highlight moments of Kaminga's mistakes and blow them up out of proportion, showing clips that suggest, "See, that's why he doesn't play." However, it's important to remember that such a conclusion overlooks the broader context of his role on the team. There is a tendency to focus on one or two bad plays, like when Kaminga drove to the hoop and missed a contested layup. But this was his first significant action in 12 days, following a period of limited playtime. It's crucial to understand that after such a long break, it's not uncommon for a player to need time to find their rhythm. Kaminga did manage to knock down a few three-pointers and contributed decently, finishing with a 4 of 12 shooting performance. While not spectacular, it wasn't poor either. No one on the team had a standout performance, so Kaminga's effort was fairly middle of the pack. The real issue for Kaminga isn't his individual talent. It's the Warriors system and how he fits into it. For example, Jimmy Butler's style of play overlaps with a lot of what Kaminga does, but Butler does it more effectively. Butler is a better finisher at the rim, a better passer, and a more reliable defender. So, even though Kaminga has potential, there's no clear role for him in the rotation if Butler is healthy. If Butler is compromised or unavailable, the Warriors will need Kaminga more. But even then, his performance needs to improve. In the game in question, Kaminga's athleticism was evident, but he still only made half of the layups he attempted. While he had some good moments, it's clear that he's not yet consistent enough to fill the gap left by an injured star. It's also worth mentioning that the Warriors' coaching staff and players, including Stephen Curry, have consistently praised Kaminga's preparation and mindset. Curry's comments that Kaminga would be needed regardless of Jimmy Butler's status shouldn't be seen as a critique of his abilities. It's simply how professionals handle the media. They're not going to publicly tear down a teammate. Curry's comments were more about maintaining a positive environment for Kaminga and showing confidence in his readiness. The bottom line is that Kaminga has been working hard behind the scenes, staying ready for his opportunity. When he was called upon, he stepped onto the court and gave it his best effort. While still a young player, he's making progress, but there's a reason he hasn't been in the rotation more. His skill set doesn't quite fit the team's needs at this time. As he continues to develop, especially in areas like finishing at the rim and defense, he may eventually carve out a more significant role. But for now, patience and understanding are needed, both from fans and analysts alike.